I'm moving to Alaska, and so I bought this 2003 GMC Yukon Denali with 235,000 miles on it. As you can hear, it runs great. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
You earned a free energy drink with your purchase.
Wouldn't be a first stop without a Adventure's first stop right here. I'm really glad that I don't have to pay for the gas at the end of the day, because this is what it's came down to. So burrito acquired. That means that we are getting back to the Denali for probably not very many stops for a little while. Hopefully. So I have 9.5 hours till I get to the border, and the closer to 9.5 hours that is, the better. So, yeah. Just made it to Montana. Third stop. Exxon with a surprisingly good bathroom. Got my jacket on because it's like 20 degrees colder than it was in Utah, and there's a sweet truck over there. Pretty good. Pretty surprised that I didn't have to stop in Idaho, and honestly I could have kept going a little bit longer, but I had to go to the bathroom again, so here we are. Made it to Maverick and Helena. It's a surprisingly nice Maverick for outside of Utah. Got some popcorners. These should hopefully last me more than today. And some water, because I've been lacking on the not needing to go to the bathroom department and lacking on drinking. So I figured maybe water might fix that. Not the needing to go to the bathroom part. I'll have to be slow for that. But yep, gas prices are actually cheaper here than in Ogden, so that's nice. Even though I'm hopefully not paying for it. So. It's been like this for probably a full hour, except for when I was in the small town and I followed a guy going 10 under the 25 mile per hour speed limit. Not cool. First major win of the day today. That's right. Made it to Alberta. I brought my gun with me, so that was like a huge point of stress for me. I already was like nervous about like coming through the border, and I felt like bringing this guy is just another way to fail. But if you bring all the stuff with you, oh, there's some deer. Classic. If you bring all the stuff with you and you're polite, they tend to live up to their reputation of being nice. First Canada stop in Cardston at some really low-key ghetto gas station I went to on my mission one time. I forgot that you have to pay inside though, which is fine. Just got a beverage and some candy because it's Canada, so yeah. We made it to Fort Macleod. This looks like a tiny little small town to everybody, but it's cool to me. Just got a pump at Gold's Gym in North Calgary. They have like 4 Golds in Calgary, which is kind of funny because, like, to me, it's a cool thing to go to Gold's because we don't have Gold's anywhere in Utah anymore besides maybe like Salt Lake. But for Calgarians or whatever, it's probably like no big deal. Just going to the local Vasa or whatever. But I used to see Gold's all the time growing up, so it was cool to go to one. And you see them in like videos and stuff because they're more common around the more popular commercial gym. So that was cool. But anyway, it feels like a total reset after doing that. I feel like I could drive for another couple hours no problem now, which is good because I... Look at that. This may just look like a box of pizza. A really small box of pizza. But this is $8 worth of 2 slices. And when I tell you this Donair pizza or Donna if you're German, is fire. It's unbelievable. Probably, no, not even probably. It's the best pizza in the world. I'm sure of it. This little strip mall, Senor's Pizza. Shout out. Last stop before I finally make it to Edmonton. I feel like I've stopped a million times, and everything looks like just rain and green, which kind of sucks because this is supposed to be the variety part, but oh well. Let's go. It's finally not raining-ish. It's literally been pouring for like my entire time in Alberta and the last like 3 hours of Montana, which was most of it. So yeah, I mean, everything up till Calgary was like old, but then everything past Airdrie or northern Calgary was new, and so far I haven't seen anything because it was all covered in rain. But it seems like it's a pretty place. Kind of just seems like the great American West, but a little less free. Definitely the wettest I've ever seen Alberta. It was never this wet when I was there, but so that's cool, I guess. But yeah, so much for sightseeing it. Unless you consider rain clouds and torrential downpours a sight. Just got to go to the temple for a session with one of my favorite investigators. He is definitely the GOAT as far as golden investigators goes. So that was super cool. The chances of us actually being able to catch a session was just like so like God's timing too, because like he happened to have like work off for a couple days and just like had planned to go to the 8 a.m. session, and it was like probably the only session that I could hit with him today before like it's the earliest one for them, and like it's the only way I could get to my hotel at like a reasonable time. So yeah, super cool. God's timing is up. First gas stop of the day. As you can see, it is only threatening to rain instead of raining like a torrential downpour, so that's cool. The gas costs an amount. It looks like $184 per gallon or whatever, but it's per liter, and they use this decimal in the wrong spot, so... Alright, it's no Maverick, but I told myself if I was coming to Canada, I had to stop at Circle K at least once. So yeah, hopefully they have frosters here. Let's go. It's pretty much just a poor man's gelato. It's got like a soft serve ice cream and Slurpee in there. It's definitely way too big. I was gonna be hopped up on sugar for like the whole drive, but you only get to drive up to Canada once a year. What, I don't know. Some people get to come more. Some people live here. But I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's actually called Blue Sky. Alberta is known as one of the most clear sky days places in the world, at over 200 something of clear sky. But yeah, apparently that's a rare thing for me on this trip, so who knows, maybe I'll even be able to see the sun. I think I just crossed into British Columbia. It says it's Rolla Road. Rolla's kind of dope name, I guess. I'm a Rolla on the Rolla Road. Yeah, I don't know, so I'll have to look that up later and post. Alright, pump acquired. Hoodie acquired. It's got a cool logo on the back. Pretty dope gym. True North Fitness, if you're ever in the area. You probably won't ever be in the area. You guys can see that, but that's mountains. That's the first mountains I've seen since Montana, basically, because of this stinking rain in Alberta. But yeah, that's cool. Mountains. Made it to my hotel, and the sun is obviously still up, still way up. Which means one of two things. Either I planned very poorly, or the sun sets a lot later here. And I don't think I planned poorly, because I still had time to go to the gym, and it was still an aggressive day, like on pace, like 11 hours of driving, so pretty wild. This room is, look how light it is outside. Sorry, I got distracted. This room's a little bit nicer than my other one in some ways, and then in other ways it's lame. Like that TV monitor they got. Like, I don't know. But, yeah, officially halfway-ish. More than halfway driving time-wise, but like, yeah. It's 4 days, so day 2 is done. All right, halfway through my first stop of the day. Got the windshield kind of cleaned off. It looks better on camera than it does in person, but it definitely looks better than the rest of the car. And the other half of the stop is gonna be Tim Hortons. So, gonna give me a farmer's wrap. If you don't know what that is, look it up. All right, farmer's wrap acquired. You don't actually have to look it up. It's just like a breakfast burrito that has puck hash browns in it. And Chipotle sauce. So fire. No way! I've been looking at signs of these bad boys for days. And I'm finally seeing one. Or two, actually. Look at them. Beautiful things. Just testing me to hit them. Looks like a couple small females. So sick. hate when I have to slow down because there's caribou on the road, bro. What? It's a reindeer, bro. There's more. It's freaking Rudolph. Santa, come get your guys, bro. What? What are we talking about right now? Like, bro, get out of the road. Oh, hey, bro, you can't park here. You can't park here. Bro, what you doing there, bud? What you doing? My camera's having a hard time focusing on anything out of my windshield now that I have it literally covered in mosquito guts, which is super unfortunate because it is so beautiful here. Like, it makes me wonder if pretty places that I've been to before were actually pretty, or if I just thought they were pretty because I haven't been here yet. Like, that's where I'm at right now, is I'm starting to think that it was all just splatters on the outside of the real painting, which is here. But maybe I'm just gassing it up because it's recent. Yeah, just crossed into the Yukon territory. Yukon. I'm in the Yukon now. In my Yukon. So, yep, been waiting a long time to say that. Anyway, there was a sign. I didn't get a picture of it because it was so covered in like stickers and stuff that I couldn't tell what it was until I was already past it. So it's all good. We bought. All right, first stop in the Yukon was a success. It was actually shortly after my last clip. And they had a sign that said "Welcome to the Yukon," so I was grateful for that, so that I can use it. It was my first experience at a gas station that wasn't self-serve. But you don't have much of a choice out here. And the guy that was doing it was nice, albeit not very talkative, which is not surprising because he lives a million miles away from any civilization. So that makes sense that he keeps to himself. But all right, hoodie acquired. Just had another lift in Whitehorse, I think is what this place is called. It's the capital of Yukon and the only real city here in the Yukon territories. Now I'm gonna go find some dinner and some gas and check on the Yukon because it sounds a little weird, but it might just be running all day. I don't know, we'll see what it's about. But all right, starting off the last day. I'm really excited to not be driving anymore. I have like 12 and a half hours ahead of me, apparently. It's pretty much like directly west from here. I'm as north as I'm gonna get. And I could tell because it was light in my room at like 4 o'clock this morning, 3:30 in the morning. I almost got up. I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna make these people check me out. So at 3 in the morning. So I figured it out. I just tried to get some more sleep. If you're a warm sleeper, the Hotel Chalet or whatever this place is called, Airport Chalet maybe, hotel, yeah, great spot for you. It was freaking boiling hot all night, and they had these like industrial box fans in there, and my I guess Airport Chalet was like a proper description because it literally sounded like I was in an airport all night, like just a freaking wind tunnel, trying to get enough or air moving that I could sleep, because I'm definitely a cold sleeper. I'll fit right in Alaska maybe if it's anything like Canada. So yeah, well, off for the last drive of the day, and oh yeah, it's like directly west, but I have to go quite a bit north, almost. It's like I go halfway up in between Fairbanks and Anchorage in order to get down to Anchorage, because there's actually gigantic ice mountains in the way. So I kind of have to avoid that. But anyway, guess we'll see you at the next stop. As I just saw a buffalo on the side of the road, but I didn't get a picture, or bison rather. And I didn't get a picture because I saw it from like far away, and I was like, that's a pretty big rock. Well, I wonder what it's doing just standing up on the side of the road, like probably 10 feet off the road. Because it was like not moving. And then I got up close to it, and I saw like the little horns on there, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. It's a bison. They're huge. Why did no one ever tell me they're so big? Like, I've seen buffaloes in Yellowstone. I've seen ranch bison in Alberta, but that sucker was ginormous. Like, I'm talking like my Yukon would not look that big next to it. Big. Like, the sucker was huge. Guys, the amount of times that I have gone up a hill, let me grab you, there we go. The amount of times that I've gone up a hill and come over and just had my breath taken away is shockingly high. And like, I expected it to be beautiful, but like, come on, look at that. Like, it's so far. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. Like, what? It just every time you go over the hill, it's like, yeah, there's probably not going to be anything awesome, or just the biggest, most beautiful lake you've ever seen. And the second place was the one you saw last time. Like, it's so nuts. It's so, I don't know. I'm lost. I'm no words. See what I mean? See what are we talking about? What is this, bro? Alright, stop number 1 of the day. I'm only at half a tank, but they say that you're supposed to fill up every time you see a gas station at half a tank, because sometimes they're closed or whatever, and you don't want to run out of gas out here. Sounds a little anal to me, but better safe than sorry, I guess. I've had good luck so far, so try and keep that. I got a Peachy Keen Monster waiting for me inside, as well as a blueberry muffin, so that's exciting. All right, so it's still ridiculously breathtaking up here, but as you can see, my dash cluster is just doesn't have power. So that was kind of clutch that I filled up when I did. Man, look how beautiful that is. Crazy. But also the road is starting to get a little bumpy. It's starting to get the reputation that it had earned, I should say. It's starting to earn the reputation that people have been giving it. So yeah, time to slow down. But we just had to wait for this pilot car guy to take us like NASCAR. Yeah, I'm not really sure what that's about because he brought the other cars down the other side of the road. So I'm not sure why it's like a one-lane highway when there's enough room and equally bad conditions on each side. But yeah, we can finally go again. The dude in front of me is from Alaska and seems to not be at his first rodeo though, because he got out and stretched and walked around and got right back in his truck right before the pilot car showed up. So he's not new to this like I am. I sat here like an idiot, let my truck idle, or let the Yukon idle this whole time. What a waste. It's okay. It's only like 5 minutes of gas, so hopefully that won't put me under, but we'll see. There's the reason for the season right there. Shouldn't have ever doubted you, Yukon construction guys. You build different. I haven't seen any signs yet, but I just passed the Canadian Border Patrol. Yeah, the Canadian Customs Office. So that means that I'm basically on U.S. soil right now. It says the U.S. Customs is 30 kilometers up the road here, and the speed limit signs still say kilometers per hour. So I guess we'll find out. I made it. I made it to Alaska. The dude at Customs looked like white Mr. T, and he was super chill. Had a Canadian accent though. He's not fooling anyone. I think this trip is turning me into an old man, even more so than I already am inside. But yeah, this is the most civilization I've seen in probably, I don't know, 2.5 days. So yeah, I guess it's good to be back stateside. That's all I gotta say. Oh, and the roads here are crazy. I'm talking like 55 mile per hour speed limit, and you're like, oh yeah, that means 60. No, there's whoops in the road, like bump after bump. I'm like testing out my Yukon Denali suspension on the highway, and I just gotta say, probably the most aptly named vehicle. Like this bad boy has been perfect for the trip, aside from the dash, not working. But other than that, knock on the fake veneer wood, it's been great. It's been perfect. Well, I love to see the temple all the time, but especially today. Definitely today. Just had to come to the job site, one, because I wanted to see it, but the real reason is because we got to go get my bed. I got to find the guy that has the key to my apartment. So, yeah, I am really tired.